guys, welcome back, and in this episode I want to show you how to play Sweet Child of Mine, a simple acoustic cover like from the movie Captain Fantastic. So without any further ado, let's get started. Make sure your guitar is tuned into standard tuning, no capo today, and in this episode I won't show you how to play exact riff of Sweet Child of Mine like Guns N' Roses do, this legendary slashes thing, but we're gonna try to imitate this riff by playing simple open chords, and the first chord will be D major. So what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be using that pinky to play the G note on a first string on a 3rd fret, and it will sound like this. So this first D chord, it's kind of nice when you play these exact notes, and then when you start singing or somebody else sings and you play the other chords, we'll go to C and to G. Then even I listened to that cover. You don't have to be very precise and to play all exact notes and every time. It's a little bit more difficult to jump from these bass notes and play all the same notes every time. But if you learn it, that's fine, totally fine. But you don't have to really concentrate on this. Let's get going with the D major chord. And first string, I'll show you how I learn picking and finger picking some patterns by method of adding the notes. So first let's do first 3 notes. Actually, let's do 4, one more. So you keep in the regular D chord. Don't worry about your pinky right now. If you can have it on a G note, that's well. If not, don't worry. And we're gonna be playing 4th string, then the 2nd, then the 3rd, and back to 4th. And you can practice a little bit those 4 notes, and we'll be adding 1 note to this later. Alright, we will add this first string with the pinky on the 3rd fret, playing a G note. Let's do 1 more note. It's gonna be the 3rd string. So let's add 1 more note, and it's gonna be the 1st string without that pinky. We have to release and just like you have in the regular D major chord. So and 1 more note, we'll hit the 2nd string. And that's the whole thing. Let's repeat it a few times, and it's probably better if you stop the video and really work on this. And make sure all your strings sound open. Don't try to mute them anyway. And make sure they're not being muted by some other fingers. So they all have to just sound openly. That's the whole thing about this riff. So when you learn this D chord, let's go to the second one, and second is going to be the C C chord. It's like C add 9 chord, that's how it's called. And you play it. I'll show you the first finger on the 4th string on a 2nd fret, the second finger on a 5th string on a 3rd fret, and then the 3rd and the 4th finger will cover the first 2 strings on a 3rd fret. And if you go a couple of strings down with the first 2 fingers, you will have the G chord, that 4-finger G chord. So from the G, first 2 fingers, 1 string up, and this is your C add 9. It's really nice and easy chord. So this one we're gonna have to pick first that C note, the root note. And again, the second note would be on a 2nd string. As I said, I'm showing you the notes that you don't have to play exact notes every time. You can even do that. You hit the first note as a root note and the second one. And then the 5th note will be the G on the first string, that root note and that second note, and then the 5th note as G have to be those notes exactly. That will make this this picking pattern, this riff, distinguishable and kind of imitating the original riff. So let's do on a C, the 5th string. The second note is going to be the 2nd string. The 3rd string, the 4th. Then we go to the 1st. Then the 3rd. And then we jump to the G chord, so those 2 fingers just go 1 string down, and then we have to hit the 6th string on a G. And that's a big jump, but it's learnable, it's not that bad of a deal. So it's 6th string, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, the 1st string, the 3rd, 2nd and 3rd again. And then go back to the D chord. Then you go to the A minor 7 in this case. All right, will be, you do hammer on with your pinky on the 1st string on a 3rd fret, and then you release the middle finger from the 1st string on a 2nd fret, make the 1st string sound open. Right, and then we have to play the 2nd string open, the B note. You can also play but in the cover again, they play and then the A minor 7 chord. So one more time. And it's like a transition between chords. The note, you can just release it and go to the A minor chord. And then on A minor 7 is like regular A minor, but you release the third finger and it's just 2 strings. The second string on the first fret and the fourth string on the second fret. So we'll do one more trick here. All right. Release the first finger. So and then we go to the C chord. All right, one more time. Release the first finger from the second string. Also kind of do like hammer on, or and then C chord. All right, let me show you one more time this whole thing, and before we go to the fun strumming part, and it's a little bit of a strumming, and we will be done with this tutorial. Now there is a pause. We can count 4, we can count more. All right, and 4 bars of fast strumming with a, it's D chord, pinky hammers on the G string, the first string on the 3rd fret, lift again, lift the middle finger, and let that first string sound open, and then hit back. That's about it, guys. There's nothing much else to tell or to teach you about this song. So have fun playing, hit that like button if you enjoyed the tutorial, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one.